In this video we are going to talk about what is a keto diet. But before we proceed, welcome to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And turn on the notification bell so you be the first person to get notified when we upload new videos. So let's get back to the video. How does the keto diet function? An extremely rigorous low-carb diet is used in the ketogenic diet to force the body into a condition of ketosis. Although the ratios of fat, protein, and carbohydrates as well as other details of each plan are mentioned, for example, B phases, vary, this generic phrase can cover diets such as the Atkins diet, the Dukan diet, and LCHF, low carbohydrate, high fat, diets such as the Banting diet. Ketosis. What is it? Under typical conditions, our body uses the glucose from foods high in carbohydrates as fuel. A process known as ketosis takes place when there is no glucose present. The body uses fat as its primary fuel source rather than carbs in this state. Without consuming carbohydrates, the liver converts fat reserves to energy. Ketone molecules are the form that this energy takes on and generates. What role does the ketogenic diet have in clinical practice? Since it lowers seizure frequency, the ketogenic diet was initially created to treat childhood epilepsy. It should be mentioned that using food in this situation should not be attempted without a doctor's supervision. This is the context in which we shall examine nutrition. The diet was popularized as a weight loss strategy by the mainstream media after emerging from these medical origins. What kinds of food are permitted on the keto diet? Meat, fish, oils, nuts, high-fat dairy items like cheese, and low-carb vegetables like leafy greens are often permitted foods. Naturally, reducing your carb intake entails avoiding bread, pasta, rice, and the majority of conventional baked foods. But achieving such a low carb intake also necessitates avoiding beans, most fruits, root vegetables, and starchy vegetables like potatoes. Is it secure? The majority of people's conceptions of a healthy, balanced diet that typically encourages the absorption of protein, fat, and carbs are clearly at odds with this eating strategy. From an evolutionary standpoint, ketosis is a typical adaptive reaction that has helped people survive episodes of hunger throughout history. These days, a lot of low-carbohydrate diets make use of this innate physiological process. Such a diet involves substituting carbs with foods high in fat and protein, and it can have detrimental effects for some people if it is followed for an extended length of time. Consuming high-fat foods is likely to increase your intake of saturated fat, which is now limited to 30 grams for men and 20 grams for women according to UK government guidelines. If you have underlying renal illness, a high-protein diet is thought to be an issue. However, the majority of ketogenic diets offer moderate rather than high protein intake. Is it sustainable and does it work to lose weight? A ketogenic diet typically causes weight reduction and may increase diabetic sensitivity to insulin. In actuality, a ketogenic diet, as opposed to a low-fat diet, results in long-term weight loss. However, as you start to adopt a more balanced and healthy diet, success in the long run depends on your capacity to modify your eating habits. How do the many ketogenic diet variations differ from one another? The standard ketogenic diet, SKD, appears to be the subject of the most research, particularly in relation to its potential to aid in weight loss and blood sugar regulation. It typically comprises 5 to 10% carbs, 20% protein, and 70 to 75% fat. Eat plenty of non-starchy greens like kale and spinach, which are very low in carbohydrates, as part of a ketogenic diet. What should I do to prepare for the keto diet? If you're considering this diet, check with your doctor to make sure it's suitable and secure for you. Prior to starting the diet, prioritize liver-supporting foods like garlic and onions while attempting to cut back on your intake of sugar, coffee, and alcohol. Please note, before beginning any diet, check with your doctor to be sure it's safe for you. Thanks for watching.